Have you ever wondered who wakes up before everyone in Ramadan? When you sit at the Sehri table, have you ever thought who is awake long before you? When you break your fast at Iftar, do you notice the tired hands that prepared it all? We count our fasts, we count our prayers, but do we ever count a mother's silent sacrifices? What if the greatest act of worship in your home is happening quietly in your kitchen? Because while the world sleeps, it is 3:07 a.m. The house is silent. The streets are dark, but one light is already on. In the kitchen, a mother stands quietly. She woke up before the alarm, not because she had to, but because love wakes her first. She performs wudu, spreads her prayer mat, and whispers softly, "Oh Allah, make this Ramadan a source of mercy for my family." Her voice is tired, but her faith is strong. After prayer, she begins, flour on her hands, steam rising from tea, the soft sound of dough being kneaded. While everyone rests, she is already serving. Wake up, it's Sehri. Her son rubs his eyes. Her daughter yawns. Her husband checks the time. They sit down. Food warm, ready, prepared with care. "Mom, you didn't have to make so much." She smiles gently. "You need strength for your fast." No one notices. She hasn't even sat properly yet. After Sehri, they return to their beds. But she doesn't. She washes the dishes, cleans the counter, folds the cloth, then prays far. And when the house becomes silent again, she opens the Quran. Her eyes are heavy, but her heart feels light, because this is her Ramadan. Not loud, not seen, but deeply sincere. And this is only the beginning. By mid-morning, the sun grows stronger. The thirst slowly begins. The children leave for school. Her husband leaves for work. The door closes, and the house becomes quiet. For a moment, she sits down. Just for a moment, she leans back, closes her eyes, but then she remembers groceries are low, clothes need folding, the electricity bill is due, and her daughter has a project to finish. She stands up again, because a mother's rest always comes last. Outside, the sun is sharp, the air is dry. She walks through the market, carrying bags, choosing vegetables, checking prices, fasting, tired, but patient. For a second, her vision blurs. She pauses, takes a slow breath, and whispers, "Ya Allah, give me strength." Then she keeps walking, because love doesn't stop at exhaustion. Back home, the kitchen comes alive again. The sound of chopping, oil heating in the pan, the smell of spices in the air. Sweat forms on her forehead, but her tongue continues softly, "Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah." Her daughter walks in. "Mom, can I help?" She looks at her, surprised. Of course. Together, they prepare fruit chaat. Together, they arrange dates on a plate. It's a small moment, but something begins to change. As afternoon turns into evening, the heat inside the kitchen feels heavier. The stove burns bright. Pakoras fry in hot oil. Samosas turn golden. Sharbat is poured into glasses. Her hands move quickly, but her body feels slow. For a brief second, she holds the counter, just to steady herself. No one sees that moment. No one hears the silent sigh, because strength often looks like silence. Maghrib approaches. The table is set beautifully. Dates, water, fruits, warm snacks. The family gathers. The adhan echoes through the house. They break their fast. Her son smiles widely. "These are amazing." Her husband says softly, "You make Ramadan special." She lowers her gaze, takes a sip of water, and closes her eyes for just a second. That first sip, after a long day, It tastes like relief, like peace, like reward. Later that night, the house is asleep again. Lights off, doors closed, silence returns. But once more, one light turns on. She stands in prayer, long sujud, tears quietly falling, not from sadness, not from complaint, but from hope, hope that Allah sees. Every early morning, every tired step, every unnoticed effort, every silent sacrifice. Because this is her jihad, not on a battlefield, but in a kitchen, not with noise, but with patience, not for praise, but for Allah. And that night, her son wakes up for water. He sees her in sujud, still praying, still whispering du'as for them. Something shifts inside his heart. For the first time, he understands Ramadan is not only about hunger. It is about gratitude. It is about service. It is about seeing the unseen sacrifices. The next morning, before the alarm rings, he wakes up first, walks quietly to the kitchen, turns on the stove, boils water. Prepare. When she walks in, she stops. You're awake? He smiles gently. Mom, today, let me serve you. Her eyes fill instantly, not because she is weak, but because she is finally understood. And from that day, the house feels different. The daughter sets the table. The husband cuts the fruit. The son handles groceries. The burden is no longer hers alone. Love becomes shared. Responsibility becomes shared. Reward becomes shared. In the last 10 nights of Ramadan, they pray together. They read Quran together. They make dua together. And for the first time, she has moments just for herself, just for her Lord. She raises her hands. Oh Allah, accept from us and reward every mother who sacrifices in silence. Because sometimes the strongest fast is kept by the one who complains the least. And sometimes the greatest act of worship in a home happens quietly before Sehri and after Iftar. So tonight, before you sleep, think for a moment. Who woke up before you and who slept after you? Who served you first and ate last? Ramadan teaches patience, but mothers live it every single day. If there is a mother in your home, don't wait for Eid. Don't wait for a special day. Walk to her, hold her hands, and say softly, Mom, I see your efforts and I'm grateful. Because sometimes the most powerful dua in your life is coming from the tired lips of your mother. And maybe, just maybe, your smallest act of appreciation will become your biggest reward this Ramadan.